Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Worldy Gaming, your favorite channel on YouTube. But anyways, guys, so as PES gamers, we're here today. We're gathering today, looking into FIFA 22. We're also gonna look into the game's in detail pitch notes. So there you have the game engine footage, our gameplay trailer. This is the gameplay trailer, guys. So yeah, we're just gonna try to skip the skills again. This is something I just don't understand. Why EA? Why are EA so high on skills? I don't get it. A 3-minute gameplay, 4-minute gameplay trailer, they found a way to squeeze in skilling. Like, the skills on FIFA are so fake. Who likes the skills on FIFA? Who is it meant for? What's the target audience? I've never had any single person that says the skills are good. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's just, I don't understand who and why they add the skills in the game. They're actually proud of the skills. Anyways, guys, this whole new feature of like the HyperMotion, the body tracking, I think it's okay because it actually helps like the game developers use real life calculations. So basically all the movements, the player movements, player decisions are based off real life data, and that actually makes the gameplay way more realistic than just pure AI generated calculations without human input. Right, so there we have so basically hypermotion features, full team authentic motion. I'm not sure how full team as in 11 players or real team ID. I'm not sure, but if it's full team, then that's good because it means basically every single player on the pitch is gonna play like a real person. So they're gonna think like a real. You know, the times where, for example, I have the ball with my defensive midfielder and no one comes for the ball, because that never happens. No matter what tactic you said, there should always be a person that tries to just come for the ball. No matter what, it's impossible for you to see a full team with players just running away from the ball or just sticking to the formation you said. That doesn't happen in a real game. And also like changing formation, dumb formations, fake formations to fool the opponent's defense, which is actually good. So hypermotion, this is Konami also using it. This is something I also don't like. I don't know what players these guys are using, but they should be using probably the best players. Like, at least make it Bayern Munich versus Barcelona, an indoor game where no one is watching, and just have the players play at their best. You know, you can just buy one match like that. I don't know, and you still get the money back because the game will sell more because the performance will be good. So this feature. And look as well, the gameplay looks slower than previously. FIFA before, look at that. It actually looks slower, and I'm liking this. The gameplay is slower, then that's great. Tactical AI. Alright, 8 frames of match capture. So basically what they're saying is the game is just gonna feel like something realistic in terms of the flow of the game, the player movements, on the ball and off the ball, which is actually very cool. But those movements don't seem realistic because that through ball again, it seems like something out of FIFA 21. Like, what were the defenders doing here? Just look at this, guys. Again, like, I don't get it. Look at how many defenders. 1, 2, 3 defenders. So the ball literally went past 2 defenders, and the defender that was closer to the ball could not get it. The striker got to the ball first, faster than the defender closer to the ball. It's almost impossible, really. It doesn't happen like that in real life, unless if these guys are literally at the center and the striker uses pace. But in real life, this goalkeeper is going to come out for the ball and the defender is going to guard the ball. So that striker, the chances of him getting the ball and scoring are close to 0, to be honest. Unless if they're using noobs to do body tracking. And that happens in Sunday League, that happens. But as you can see, guys, the pacing is very slow. It's something I appreciate. I like the pacing. It looks slower, and this is what FIFA should do. Remove remove fake unrealistic skills and make the gameplay slower, and it to be one of the best. It can compete with PES any day, anytime. So right, so first touch, this is broken in PES. Hope Konami fix this. So first touch is going to be improved. I hope they make it consistent, because the first touch in this game is very inconsistent. Sometimes especially when your player has the comeback momentum, you pass the ball to a guy who's unmarked, they just make the worst touch ever just for the AI to screw over. I hope they're gonna fix that and make the game more consistent. At least Diaz headed the goal, and scored, because Trent doesn't defend headers. That makes sense as well. Like, I think Konami introduced that in PES 14, where the AI would instruct each other, communicate. So basically, goalkeeper rewrite. I think the goalkeepers in FIFA, I don't know if they need a rewrite. All I know is goalkeepers in FIFA are really superhuman. Like, the way they save is unbelievable. Close range shots, they save them like it's nothing. Long range out of the out of the box shots, they don't save at all. So yeah, they have to rewrite the logic, I guess. Because how is it possible that a goalkeeper saves short range shot, but not a shot from outside the box? What's the on the line? I never get that. I really don't. So goalkeeper rewrite, true ball physics. This is something FIFA also need, because the ball on FIFA feels like a plastic. It just doesn't bounce, and they had to look at the bounce. They have to, like that. The ball on FIFA doesn't bounce, and it needs to move like this. It has to show weight. In FIFA 20, and that's alright. I'm getting to that. So in FIFA 21, the ball just moved like a plastic ball. It just moves quickly, rapidly, straight in the same elevation to the next player. But then in PES, the ball actually rotates. You see it rotating. It actually bounces off the turf, as it along its journey to the recipient of the pass. And if they revamped and made that on FIFA, that's a good addition to copy from PES. I think it's a win for them as well. But the bridge skill, my goodness, man, is the fakest skill in history. Like, again, I said, I don't understand why they are so high on skills. It's so fake. Like, I've never seen this in a real football match. I've never seen anyone do the bridge skill. I've never, guys. I'm sorry. If you guys have seen someone do the bridge skill, please can you put the link down below in the comments. I'll gladly swallow my pride and watch the video. I hope it's off or from a professional match, because in professional matches in competitive leagues, I've never seen anyone do a bridge. So with long ball, chance creation. So build up play is long ball, chance creation. I think this is good. Long ball and wait, what? This can be OP as well. It's gonna create a through ball disaster. I hope the defensive AI is gonna be able to contain this, because if not, this is gonna create a through ball spam. Long ball and forward runs, plus get forward on every striker. Now that's the combination. That's the ultimate through ball manifesto. When you have forward runs, long ball, and get forward on two center forwards, now that's a through ball manifesto. That's the greatest way to play. No pass, just through ball from goalkeeper to striker, and you're on goal. I hope the defenders are going to be able to match this, because like that, that's not a good thing to advertise the game. It's just a long ball and the defender just gets lost. So are they adding as well pre-match animations, pre-match cutscenes, new commentary? I hope It's going to be great commentary. FIFA's always been good when it comes to the presentation and the commentary. So I think these are just going to be minor changes, really, because they don't really to make an awful change. You know who needs to do that though? Konami, because the presentation on PES is really bad. So now we're literally on. Now we are basically looking at what do you call this? Now we're looking at the pitch notes. So basically, the pitch notes are designing FIFA 22 gameplay. We start our development process by setting key pillars they want to see present for FIFA 22. Here are some: refreshing as many gameplay areas as possible. You know, when you look at this pitch notes, it feels like they're meant for PES 22, not FIFA, because FIFA have only had 1 year, in all fairness, to create a new game. Konami 2 freaking years to create a new game, and what do they have? Cross-platform, mobile. They're high on mobile after 2 years of developing a game. No gameplay trailer yet. No tactical. They don't even mention the gameplay. It's just cross-platform, free to play. Those are the key concepts after 2 years of developing. That's not good. Right, refreshing gameplay and using feedback from fans. This is something every single game should do. Fairness as well. I hope this means eradicating or minimizing scripting. Improve situations that could have felt frustrating from a gameplay perspective. Exactly. Strikers miraculously getting the ball back from defenders. Please FIFA, please EA, patch that and remove that feature. It doesn't happen in real life. Strikers are not good defensively. They rarely defend defender strikers. So when you see a defender just a defender get the ball from his striker, and the striker instantly and miraculously get the ball back from the defender and they just score, that is total BS. And that's just what I'm saying. Hope they're going to fix that, and hope they're going to fix so many elements whereby you get the ball from a player, it just goes back to them for them to just counter and score. So aimed to reward players for performing the right action at the right time. So basically this means the best players will be rewarded in a right way, you know, because if you're good at the game, it's just gonna respond as good as you are, and the skill gap is gonna be seen. Because right now FIFA, it's not about being good at the game, it's about breaking and spamming the game. Through ball like this, no one watching, through ball from this goalkeeper to striker, use pace, use RBs as defenders, or left back and right back as defend. It's a mess right now. Increase gameplay variety to in order greater number of variable playstyles. Great. Man, this is a lot of things. So basically 11 versus 11 match capture. We already talked about this. It helps the game or the AI on and off the ball act more lively, act more realistic, make intelligent runs, know what and what not to do. I remember I was playing the other day, yesterday. My player made a forward run until they were literally the craziest offside I've seen in my life. And in real life football, a player when they're offside, they know that no, I'm offside, so I should probably get back, you know, behind the offside line. Sorry, in front of the offside line. So basically that's how it works. You know, they don't keep running like idiots, like headless chicken. So great. Mesh technology, 11 versus 11 capture, good. Machine learning and ammo flow, combining advanced 11 versus 11 motion capture with powerful new consoles and machine learning has enabled us to improve how players approach the ball on the pitch. We've been able to use 4 million new frames of data to train neutral work. EA, I haven't seen the actual game, but this is promising. This is the problem with Konami. At least sell sweet nothings to players. They don't sell sweet nothing to the players, Konami. They don't sell the game. They don't sugarcoat the game. They don't. The marketing is bad. The gameplay is bad. The content is bad. The vision is bad. They don't do nothing to just make you at least anticipate for the game. I just don't understand what's wrong in the company. I don't. Alright, so ammo flow, basic machine learning slow, neutral network algorithm enables. So let's just see this just short clips, you know. Right, as you can see, like these are basically tracks of how a player thinks, you know. So the defender is gonna run straight, that one's gonna run, think about like cutting inside before they actually cut inside, because that's how real human beings act. And the defender is gonna think about, is gonna try to gas. All right, the player is gonna try to cut inside, so the defender gonna position themselves in a position that when the player cuts inside, they're able to intercept. Yeah, as you can see, they're just running straight line, you know, which is not good. Right, so new in FIFA are full team authentic motion. So basically, I think this is based on 11 versus 11. Yeah. Our tactical AI, reroll intelligence of the AI, great attacking AI. We've covered this in the previous videos, guys. So they're basically improving or adding more attacking options, like you just saw in the trailer, where they now have a get forward tactic separate from get forward instruction, individual instruction. And defending as well. Alright, defending defensive work rates and fatigue have significantly have a significant impact on defensive positioning of players. Please, 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 FIFA or EA on FIFA 21, people play with aggressive, constant pressure on possession loss, 90 minutes, and that never impacts the stamina. You put in your player with fresh legs on 80 minute mark, they get caught up by a defender who's been playing with constant pressure, pressing non-stop for 80 minutes, and they still have enough power and energy to catch up to guys that just go on the match. That doesn't happen. That's not acceptable. That should never happen. Smart substitutions always change the game, and that should happen in FIFA. So placing any player that is not a centre back in a centre back position will negatively impact the defensive positioning. The reason why people did this in FIFA 21 is it was all about pace. So fullbacks are usually faster than centre backs. So in FIFA, people would sacrifice defensive intelligence for pace, because it doesn't matter if your defender is good enough. If the pace is bad, the gameplay is just against you. Through ball spam, you're not going to be able to recover or catch on to the striker. Alright, please show us more FIFA. Look, the gameplay is slower. It really feels slow. It definitely, I think this gameplay, I'm telling you guys, this might be one of the best FIFAs ever. Look at the gameplay. Look at the gameplay. It's really, really good. It's just impressive. The pacing of the gameplay is impressive. Konami, what are you doing? This is your competition, Konami. Direct competition. Look at what they're doing. What are you doing? I don't know, man. Alright, as you mentioned before, start off this deep dive. One of the big pillars of FIFA 22 is to focus aiming on gameplay fairness by eliminating potentially frustrating gameplay situations. We continue to have feedback sessions with pro players, members of the community, hardcore FIFA players, about how to increase fairness, which is good, guys. Off the top of my head, I can make just a checklist or a list of frustrating things on FIFA, which probably 70 to 80% of the people are going to agree on. So if they are going to gather this information from FIFA players, hardcore FIFA fans, pro players, that's going to be really good. So while mandatory in some modes, the competitive settings are available for all players in every mode of FIFA if they wish to play with them. So mandatory competition settings changed by competitive master switches are contextual agile, dribbling off, auto clearances off. How is it like? Are these controller settings or the game mode settings? In my opinion, these might be controller settings. That's what I think. I wish they would make them game mode settings. On FIFA Ultimate Team, please get rid of agile defending or dribbling. Agile dribbling, it's awful, it's fake, it's not needed, it's trash. Right, modes with competitive settings are always active. So basically, alright, so so what are competitive settings? Alright, I get it. So basically, so in pro clubs, right, so you can turn off agile dribbling. Like I said, basically these are controller settings, but you can't remove this in rivals, champions, online seasons, co-op seasons, and pro clubs, which is a shame, really. But let's see if the defending is well, then agile dribbling, you can put up with it. You can try to put up with it on FIFA 21, and if the gameplay is well polished in 22, even with agile dribbling, you can still do it, I think. So online friendlies, alright, is on by default. However, it's not mandatory. So basically, these are controller settings, as I said. Deeper match analysis. So basically, these is more of like a user interface change. They're just putting a revamp in the user interface. Now you have in-depth match analysis, which is good. We're not really going to talk much about this because not so many people really care about this. I mean, you're not an analyst, right? And most of the people, if you lose or you're winning, if you lose, you're raging. You're not going to look at this. You're just going to be saying, screw EA. And if you're winning, you're not going to look at this as well because you're just going to be like, yeah, I'm a good player. So this is not something really needed. Kinetic air balls. You know what, guys? I'm not really going to look much into this because it's kind of hard to judge this without playing the game. Yeah, the defender ball clearances are the air balls in FIFA can be a bit of a difficult thing to clear, but I haven't really had problems with defending air balls like crosses or over the top through balls or just, I don't know, random air balls. You know, I haven't had problems with clearing these, so hopefully explosive sprint. This is the bridge. I'm just gonna skip this. EA, delete this. This is garbage. This is bullshit, and you should remove it. I'm sorry. Like, any form of sprinting in this game is just bad. You know, it's explosive in what manner? Have you ever seen a real life football where there's explosive sprinting? Yeah, there are cases of that, but that's once in a while. And it's not a feature you should put in the game because it's once in a while. Bale versus Bartra, okay. But how many times did that happen? Really? Player humanization, again, we already touched this, 11v11. Alright, true ball physics, let's see. Is it the ball bounce? Yeah, we already touched this in the when we were reviewing the gameplay trailer. Alright, the defending was trash there. Look at the defending, guys. Look at the defending. What? Why are they two defenders on one guy? Why? That's impossible. This defender, literally next to him, should have come for the ball. Right, this we've already seen it in the trailer. Just gonna skip. Alright, slow build up, balanced. Yeah. Alright, so there's balance, there's forward runs, there's direct passing. Alright, so this balance tactic is just balance. You know what it means. Basically, the team plays neutrally, and when the chance arises, players make runs. If the chance doesn't arise, they don't make runs. Position play, they always come forward the ball, come closer to the ball. Direct passing, once team enters in the attacking zone, or in position, players will create chances by making. I think this is actually good because it actually makes it difficult. Because there's some people, to be honest, to be real, that use constant pressure or pressure on possession loss. And the bad thing is that they don't switch the defenders, so they use AI defending, and the defenders are just static, and you can't break them because your players are not making intelligent runs. This is actually good slow build up, and when you reach the closer half, 1-2 passes, trigger runs, and you beat him. It reminds me of PAS 21 though, because it means that anchoring through ball or a triangle shaped formation is going to be OP, because we're going to be doing the 1-2 passes, give and go passes, and they'll break you. But it's part of football anyways, you know. Italy actually scored using that tactic. Alright, forward runs. So new combos, ball control. This is actually good. Passing. I hope passing has been changed. Really, ground pass, low pass. Animations. We definitely need new animations. The ball physics need to change. You need to add more weight to the ball. A ball, along its journey to go to the recipient, it always bounces or spins. FIFA, it never goes in as a still object with no motion. That's just not real. Ground passes, yeah, they should do this, because FIFA 21 has a big problem with displaced passes. Not good. The shooting, the dribbling. I think most of these guys, really guys, you know, these are some of the things we just... I'm gonna skip this section because it's shitty and trash. Alright, remove skill move, cancel the La Croatia, Elastico, reverse Elastico. Thank God, man. Reduce animation speed for the bridge. Please, God, please, thank you. Actually, remove the bridge. It's unrealistic. It doesn't work. Please, FIFA. But at least they're listening, you know, and I like that. Alright, skill moves, I'm not really going to look into it, guys. I don't use skill moves, though. Goalkeeper rewriting, please, FIFA. The goalkeeper, when the goalkeeper's on the line, it should be a rare occurrence that a player scores from outside the box when the goalkeeper's on the line. Probably with like the top 1% of the players in the game, but even still it should be a rarity, because in real life football, it's really, really hard to do that, unless if the player is just Messi or Ronaldo. Right, so defensive behavior, this is something we should look into. So this year's improvement on defending side, we aimed to ensure fair, consistent, predictable outcomes when it comes to defending situations. For instance, we've seen that some players feel like tackling could be a point of frustration, so we've updated tackle back behavior as described. So these are the balancing changes we made. Improved tackle animation selection, resulting to cleaner outcomes. Please, this should be worked on both games, PES and FIFA. You take the ball of a striker, they get it back miraculously. That should change. Better ball speed, angle for successful tackles, increasing likelihood of the ball going towards your teammates. Thank you. So this is basically reducing the random ball bounces back to the opponent for them to score. Because usually you take the ball, it bounces off your player, it bounces off the player, it goes right to your player, your player cannot get it, it never bounces off to a dead space, or it never bounces off outside. It always goes back to the player in the right perfect spot to just score and just equalize, or have a goal, or have the lead. New position are scout tactics aim to improve tacklers' ball retrieving rate, good tackles when the situation is appropriate depending on the player personality. Good. Reduce launching distance for automatic tackles in general, which is good, because this actually nerfs defending. This actually nerfs pressure on possession loss or constant pressure. Reduce situations when automatic tackles will trigger unfairity. So unfairly, what did I say? Unfairity. Unfairly from behind the opponent. Yeah. Improve tackling of air balls, which is good. Added more variety to ball deflections. Please, man. Please, EA. Please. This is beautiful, man. Really beautiful. Automatic blocks are now less effective when the play is not joking. Thank you. This actually helps nerf constant pressure and pressure on possession loss. Because most of the guys, he just runs past me and he gets the ball. He doesn't make an effort to jockey or align his player. Run past me, get the ball. Man, what? These guys are listening to people. Alright, so automatic blocks not as successfully performed. Alright, and have high chances of missing, which is good. So the rest, defending is really, yeah. When you felt you were in the right place at the right time, you wouldn't always be able to intercept certain passes. Man, it feels like Konami, like this game, the people that gave them feedback are past fans. I don't understand what's happening. If I get in the right position, let me intercept. Let me intercept and get the ball. Simple. Right, so basically, guys, I think this is just basically the main features. I think the main features are really looking good. I'm liking them. I like the defensive. I don't need to read much text, you know. There's some key elements that are frustrating, and the fact that they're pointing them out means they're ready to liaise with people. They're willing to listen to people. They're willing to change the gameplay for the better. So I really wish FIFA the best. I might buy FIFA and just play PES because it'll be free to play gameplay or game in general. So this is actually good. I'm actually impressed by FIFA looking at the pitch notes. It's actually shocking, man, that FIFA are really putting this much effort in their game. So enough of the FIFA slander. Now we're just gonna wait to see the final product. Hopefully all these notes are gonna be in the game, fully tested, overly tested and developed. Congratulations to you, EA. A round of applause to you. The notes look impressive. Can't wait to play the game and see how it looks. This is awesome, guys. Let's go. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. See you in the next video and take care. I'm out.